Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodi. I'd like to welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Old School X Factor issues 63 to 64, written by Louise Simonson, art by Willis Portacio. I probably totally butchered that last name, but when I sat down to reread these fantastic issues, I feel like I'm not really sure. They came out or late 80s, very early 90s. I saw Willis's art, and it has aged really well. I love the design of the characters of X Factor. I love the color scheme to the costume. I love Jean Grey's hair. It looks very, oddly looks very contemporary. And also for the bad guys, you get these techno Yakuza dudes. I love their body armor. Now Willis's work in general, some like on the same page you'll see the quality vary. Like he'll kill it on two panels and half-ass it on the other two. Maybe he was working on a real tight schedule. But I feel like his work in general feels really timeless, even though it does capture the spirit of the time that he illustrated. And he does a job very similar to how like Todd McFarlane captured the spirit of the times that he was working on when he was back on Spider-Man. So the main premise of the story, Iceman, his girlfriend, because back then he was heterosexual. Her name was Opal. She gets kidnapped by these techno Yakuza dudes. We discover that actually she was adopted and her real family was tied to this Yakuza clan. And the head of the family needs an heir to inherit this criminal empire. And so he's going to force Opal, who's his granddaughter, to get married to someone tied to the clan, because all these marriages are always political, and to keep this clan running. So Iceman obviously is not going to take this lying down, contacts his teammates. They're going to try to rescue her. And one real contrast, like I was reading these old X Factor issues written by Louise Simonson, Chris Claremont. I started reading, at least here in Argentina, finally the Hickman era and X-Men started to come out. We're going to cover them. I really like it in general. And I started reading Marauders, and I was checking out Iceman, and oh my god, he has nothing to do with this character. They feel totally detached from each other. So what I actually really like about this story is that the head of this gang, these enforcers for the Yakuza, starts to fall in love with Opal. So he shows off that he's noble. He was forced into this situation. So like he's not 100% a bad guy. Iceman going to Japan. He went with Jean Grey. They actually contact Wolverine's wife. I think she was Wolverine's wife at the time, Mariko, who's the head of another Yakuza clan. They're going to attack and try to rescue Opal. But obviously, what happens is Iceman, he sees his girlfriend Opal. He sort of freaks out. He sort of jumps in. He jumps the gun. And because of this, everything goes wrong. These techno Yakuza dudes start taking down Mariko's ninjas left and right. It's basically a massacre between both factions, just killing each other off. Iceman gets blindsided. Mariko's like, what the hell? Iceman, thanks to you, I lost a lot of good men. You really screwed up. So that's sort of like the interesting part of the impulsiveness of Iceman. So we get into the second try with Iceman and Jean Grey trying to save Opal. This second time, we have Iceman going head-to-head against the leader of this Yakuza. I think his name was Hero. And since Hero fell in love with Opal, like he feels like Iceman is beneath her, that she has no reason to be with an American. He's willing to fight for her and not for the needs of his master. So I like that little angle that they got there. And he actually even takes off his armor to fight as a man, like without any that will help him to come out on top. He wants to have an honorable battle. He takes off his armor, challenges Iceman to a duel. He starts kicking Iceman's butt. And here's like the only cheap part of the story is like Iceman pulls a Hulk Hogan or Undertaker, like he was like almost down for the count. He's totally beaten to the pulp. Comes back and starts slugging this guy, even though this guy is a very good fighter. It's always shown that the dude's training all the time. He's able to come out top. He saves Opal. And that's basically the end of the story. But when you go back again to read these issues, written by Louis Simonson and Willis's art, it's just really, really good. Again, all these illustrations have aged really well, even though he half-asses every once in a while some parts, or some poses might not work. In general, his art style it's just a lot of fun to see. Let's look at this panel. He did an incredible job on this. So hope you guys like this video. If you haven't read Old School X Factor, please go dive in. That whole run was fantastic. So see you guys next time. Bye.